Solar storms might mess with the migrating great whales' perceptions. This is what scientists reveal. We've had a stranding of 9 dead gray whales. They washed up in the San Francisco Bay Area this past year. 9 of them. Can you imagine? Now, new research shows that healthy great whales could lose their way during migration, being affected by the sunspots and the high levels of radio waves emitted from solar storms. This is according to Sputnik. The researchers presented their findings at the Society for Integrative and Comparative Biology on Tuesday. That's where they had the meeting and they presented their results, making another step in the understanding how animals can detect Earth's magnetic field or be influenced by other celestial bodies as well. Quote, "It's a fascinating finding," unquote. Kenneth Lohman, biologist at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, told Live Science in an email. He said there have been several previous reports linking magnetic storms to whale strandings, but this is a particularly well done and convincing analysis. This is what Lohman said. He was not involved with the study. Jess Granger, conservative biophysicist at Duke University in North Carolina, the lead study author, said they believe that migratory whales such as gray whales are likely to use magnetoreception. It's a perception of magnetic fields, and they use this to navigate throughout the ocean. Thus, the radio waves from solar storms can disrupt this. Gray whales usually swim from March to June, from the coast of Baja California, Mexico, to the Bering and the Chukchi Seas, looking for food, starting their journey back in November. But during their journey, some of the whales occasionally get lost, and the authors of the study suggest that the possible reason for this is something was disrupting Earth's magnetic field, or the whale's ability to detect the magnetic field was disrupted. Granger and her colleagues reviewed gray whale stranding data from the west coast of the U.S. between 1985 to 2018. And as we said, 9 dead gray whales were found on the beaches of California, San Francisco Bay just last year, 2019. The whales from 1985 to 2018 were stranded far more often when there were a high number of sunspots. But since most of the electromagnetic radiation from the sun is blocked or scattered by Earth's atmosphere, it's still a mystery how exactly it affects whales' navigational abilities. Granger said, "There's a huge chunk in the radio frequency RF wave range that does make it all the way to the Earth, and it's been shown in several species that RF noise can disrupt a magnetic orientation ability." The researchers found there was a 4.8-fold increase in the likelihood that a whale would be lost on days when there was high RF noise, suggesting that solar storms can affect whales' magnetic receptor. Yet the very existence of this receptor has yet to be proven. Granger says, "All we know is that whales are stranded a lot more often when the sun is doing crazy stuff." And Lohman added that magnetic storms are also known to cause other issues for animals unrelated to navigation. Quote, "So more work will be needed to determine whether the storms are affecting whale navigation or having some other effect," end quote. The team now wants to determine if this phenomenon is true for other migratory species and in other parts of the world, for example, where the magnetic field may not be as easily detected. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.